Alright, this is Ben's Live Part 5. And everybody's sticking to the guns, sticking to the vehicles that they put in, except for Wall, who's seen a new creation. But Camel Factor's changed a few things. He's picked a carbon fiber chassis, and that helps with the safety. I don't think he's done anything. He's got a 4.8 liter V8 in it. Trying to think anything's really changed. Not really. Nothing so far. Got luxury interior with premium infotainment. He's got a new color scheme going on. It starts off like real light up top and goes dark on the bottom. It's interesting. So, I feel like I'm looking at a black and white television. Okay. So he's got 66.5 safety, 20.8 miles per gallon, 70 reliability, and on engine reliability, which was the highest, 81.4. The stopping distance, I'll go for that test track. 113 feet. That's actually 112.6. He's got the shortest stopping distance. Still showing that car for some reason. Prince is all saying his safety's been bumped up a lot because he also chose a carbon fiber chassis. But he still has the least amount of safety with 63.4, which is not far off from Camel Factors. He's got the lowest miles per gallon at 17.6. Lowest trim reliability of 64.3. You got engine reliability of 65.8. He's still running the 5.9 V8. He's went to silver. Silver looks like a dark gray on the bottom. Oh, he changed the name of his to the Off-Roader. Off-Roader does sound better than whatever it was I had, Wonder Wasp, and I don't know. His stopping distance was 141.7 feet. Armor Motors with his Trek. He didn't enter his challenge. I just kind of helped him out. See, the thing I kind of did for him was, we're all thinking a lot so far. I gave him carbon fiber chassis. He's running, of course, all I did was he was running the 4-cylinder. All I did is switch it to 5-cylinder. So he's running still got the same bore and stroke. He's running the 2.7 or 2.8 liter inline 5 with a 69.3 reliability. That's just so because of the heavier stuff that I put in there, make it more safe. Got them to 10.5 seconds. And I also switched this to an automatic 4-speed since, Bill, Sandra, and, can drive manuals. They're just looking into automatics. So 21.4 miles per gallon. The second highest on safety, which is 72.6. 67.3 trim reliability. Engine reliability 69.3. I think I said that already. Slopping distance 132.6 feet. I decided to just change color to this like red, and it just gets a little bit darker at the bottom. And I seen what other people was doing, so I decided to do the same too. Okay, the one I really need to show off is walls, because he went with a completely different design. The Protector. He gave me lots of color choices, and I decided to stick with what he gave me because I'm happy with it. So here's my reaction when I seen this vehicle. I was like, oh my. Oh my. He's got wall spelled out up top there. I like these 3 headlights right there. That's pretty awesome. Just the design of it's amazing. I like it. It's big, so I know it's going to be safe. As a matter of fact, it scored the highest in the safety, which is 76.7 safety points. It's called a Protector. I definitely believe it's going to protect somebody if it gets in the wreck. I'm trying to think. I think this is a car for Bill's daughter Veronica, who's turning 14, or who is 14 years old, for her to drive. Because Ben's got a car, Sandra's got a car, Bill's got a car, Veronica's getting a car, and they got an extra car in case one of theirs breaks down. Which, all of them having Toyota reliability, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's always good to have something extra. Okay, so the only thing I can see that really helped it is light truck monocoque and advanced high strength steel. +2 quality on that. It's got a turbocharged 3.1 liter V6, 342.7 horsepower and 264.9 horsepower. Something that I'm going to allow in this challenge, but I'm going to outlaw in future challenges of Ben's life, is no turbochargers, because I've had bad experience with turbocharging engines. Like that Jeep Renegade I owned, I only had 25,000 miles on it. It was only 2.5 years old, and it was falling apart before my very eyes. And I believe it has something to do with the turbocharger on there too. It burned oil, and then it started missing. And turbochargers are so complex now. It's not as simple as just the engine. And turbochargers is forcing air into the engine, which hurts reliability. Even though automation says it doesn't hurt it that much, but I just after having that bad experience with owning a turbocharged vehicle, I just want to Ben's going to be looking at that, and he's not going to want a turbocharged vehicle after this. But I mean, if Wall don't win, it's not because of that. It's just probably something I didn't think about, while making this challenge. Let's see, he's got a dual overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder. It's cast iron block with aluminum heads, VVL. Cast iron crank, heavy duty forged pistons, forged connecting rods. Plus 2 quality on that. 10.8 to 1 compression ratio, 29 cam profile, VVT all cams, plus 1 quality on that. Turbocharger ball bearing. Direct injection. Something else I'm going to outlaw in the next challenge because, some reason the game says direct injection gives you more reliability, but in real life it doesn't. It's actually a little bit worse reliability because unless it's something like what Toyota has and Ford has with the dual port, where it has both direct injection and multi-port. Because with direct injection alone, you don't get any fuel in the back of your intake valves, which doesn't clean them, and over time they get gummed up and they won't close right. A lot of people today are going to direct injection and turbocharged, or either and or, because it's getting tighter on emissions. But direct injection and turbochargers and a dual clutch, they're all racing applications. They don't really work well on road cars. Rotary engines too. I believe it's supposed to be for racing application only. It wouldn't be good as a reliable daily driver. So future challenges, only more multi-port fuel injection or below is allowed. I don't see any reason to use carburetors. That's just multi-port's good. Okay. Plus 1 quality on the fuel. 14.7 fuel mixture, 60 ignition timing, 8,500 RPM rev limiter. Dual exhaust of high flow 3-way, reverse flow on the first muffler, and baffled on the second one. Plus 1 quality on that. So with turbocharged and all these mufflers, it should be pretty quiet, right? Yep, 33.5. Pretty quiet. And what I was saying about dual clutch, this is a 4x4 dual clutch, 6-speed. It should be good on 4x4, but I'm going to not really outlaw dual clutch because some of these cars today have them, but they just don't work real well at low speeds. I don't have that much experience with them, but I do know that they don't work real well at low speeds. But once they get up to like highway speeds, they work pretty good. I don't think it's a reliability issue. What I think is a reliability issue is if it was paired up with an all-wheel drive, because the Fast Lane TFL did an experiment. They took I believe it was a Hyundai, one of those Hyundai cars that has a all-wheel drive paired up with dual clutch. Well, they ended up getting stuck because the dual clutches were sitting there slipping, trying to find which wheel to send grip to, and it overheated. It basically shut down on them. They was trying to go up Gold Mine Hill Road, whatever it's called, and I think dual clutch is fine on four-wheel drive and front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, but not all-wheel drive. But Wall's done pretty good here. He put with four-wheel drive because four-wheel drive you get 100% torque to each wheel. All-wheel drive, it sits there trying to figure out which wheel to send torque to that's not spinning. Got pretty quick 0 to 62 time in 7 seconds. Got the highest miles per gallon to 23.6. Trim reliability is 70.1. All this injury reliability, almost 73.7. Second highest on injury reliability. Camel Factor beat everybody with 81. Now that's because he went with a standard push rod engine. Okay. Our long life 250 6518s, steel rims. Salt disc 3 piston in the front. Salt disc 2 piston in the rear. 15 inches of front, 13 inches of rear, 44 pad type. He's got the longest stopping distance of 143.4. Cooling flaps. Premium interior, standard infotainment. Electric variable power steering, traction control with ABS, advanced 10 safety. Active comfort, gas monotube suspension or dampeners, and passive sway bars. That's a lot of vehicle for $48,600, so that's pretty good. Alright, I'll see everybody in the Demon G round.